What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's cooking?
Lot is cooking elsewhere in the football world. There are a lot of people with a lot of different emotions, as you may have heard. उमर
Yes.
कैद वाला कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हालंड को भी मिल चुका है. वो भी 10 साल उस रहने वाला है सिटी में. When we'll be in our 40s, brother. When we'll be in our 40s, Haaland will probably
Holy
leave.
shit, that didn't. I didn't. Fuck, I mean, now that you put it this way, I
Exactly.
feel really, really old and थोड़ा धक्का सा लगा कि भाई. Dude, I don't know what to make of this feeling.
Era that you'll be in your 40s when a player who you saw in your 30s leave, leave
How
the
old is
club.
Haaland?
Haaland's 25, I think.
तो 35 तक खेलेगा वो.
खेलेगा भाई वो.
And on top of that, he's fixed his salary at 500.
Apparently, yeah. And very lucrative, very lucrative. The most, I think he'll be one of the most lucrative sporting deals ever signed, as it's being put.
Insane, dude. Insane. What is City thinking? I mean, what if like some crazy, I don't know, bid comes in and I mean, then City have nothing to lose actually.
They don't have anything to lose. They've already. I mean, to think about it, यार वो ट्रेबल जीत गया यार फर्स्ट सीजन में. और क्या चाहिए था उनको? मतलब बस
नहीं, मतलब
मतलब वो.
not in terms of trophy, but in terms of like actual money, finances and everything. But हाँ, अगर कोई आएगा
I
तो
mean,
they would have to offer Haaland a better deal. I don't think anyone will be able to afford his salary. Forget
no. PSG
forget
बस
salary.
शायद.
I mean, so 2 million
Only oil money
एक महीने का so he's earning 24 million pounds a year.
बेरोजगारी के समय में ऐसे मत कर. नंबर्स मत निकाला
I
करो
think
यश.
24,
डिप्रेशन हो
25
जाता है.
and 10 साल, so 250. Close to that. So someone has to bid more than 250 mil
apparently,
for him.
yeah. And apparently जो previous contract में इसका release clause था, release clause भी हटा दिया है. तो basically
अच्छा.
either you have to be crazy, like kind of Neymar level kind of crazy bid आनी होगी to literally lure
हम्म.
Haaland away from City, basically, in one sense of the word. So
It's
इनकी लाइफ
crazy,
सॉर्टेड
dude.
है
It's insane.
भाई. उनको तो सिक्योर कर दिया है. इट्स अ बिग स्टेटमेंट आल्सो, मतलब saying कि
It's a big
you don't
statement,
always need
yeah.
to go to Madrid and Barca or whatever to
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
also.
they did that already. I mean, when Haaland came to City,
Hmm.
it was a statement signing. Ki bhai,
It
I
was a
mean,
statement signing. Oh, it
whereas
always was. I mean,
as big a brand as City and Barcelona. And there's also
yeah,
Barcelona, which is also receding a bit from
the
from
periphery
the
of what's
yeah, I
up.
mean from this like center
Came
stage.
up. Yeah, I think Barcelona in general are have been still reeling away from Bartomeu's mismanagement all those years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
वो
yeah.
बेचारे, they are like suffering. अभी he screwed them properly. It's like the cascading effect of a colossal screw up has happened to
Correct, yeah.
Barcelona, and nobody is able to get out of it. So even the current president, Laporte, I think,
Mm-hmm.
he's facing the heat. He has completely become very unpopular as a board president, and board members में भी बहुत disappointed है. इनके डैनी ऑल्मो का ये पूरा पंगा. अभी तो चलो उनने कुछ टेम्पररी रेजोल्यूशन कुछ केस कर रहा है apparently, in which Real
Mm-hmm.
Madrid is also joining against La Liga. I think Valencia या Villarreal is also joining. तो ये it's like a tussle. जैसे सिटी ने आपने देख लिया, you go saw City doing it. City did it. If you think about it now, recently what been athletic article came out, वो कह रहे थे कि David Ornstein, in fact, so David Ornstein said कि it might be this might be just a fine. Okay, the whole 115 allegations, whatever, कुल मिलाकर it'll just be like it'll be a fine probably for Manchester City. So this is what happens in world of football. I think it's just a negotiation हो जाती है ना, basically. You have some football club's depending bargaining power and position in global football.
Mm-hmm.
They leverage
Correct,
that.
yeah.
They know you're important, right? Also, they know they cannot do without you. It's as simple as that. And hence, you have
Yeah.
that leverage over Premier League also, right? Premier League also cannot afford to, I think, relegate Manchester City really. Even if you
Yeah.
take about the sentimentality or justice part of it, forget all those
Mm-hmm.
things. Who cares? Sentimentality, justice, that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you just think about what is happening in global football in all these cases, it's very rare that you find actually someone being prosecuted. Right? What was the last time you saw it? It was the Calpioli Italian scandal. Calpioli
Juventus, yeah.
Italian scandal was crazy, right? So
Yeah.
Juventus
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
relegated and whatnot, points deducted. That was the last time you saw clubs actually being punished, big clubs, right?
Yeah,
Big
but
clubs.
that was also because the ref, I mean, they were involved in match fixing.
Yeah, that was pretty
I mean,
blatant by cheating. Like, such
yeah. Yeah.
Calpioli scandal was crazy. Like, it was just in your face kind of blatant cheating, like of what went on, really in that period. But now, in the new world age of finance capital, also the dynamics have changed, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
now
yeah,
you
yeah.
have these different interests and coming in, and how do you cannot really
I
stop
think,
them, so
yeah,
you cannot really afford to lose their influence. Abhi nahi ho sakta.
but so if they
But
like flex their muscles a bit and, I mean, the legal system and everything, it would also send out a wrong message to all this money coming in, the investment and everything. And it's not like UK is doing really, really well economically.
no,
They need this money.
no flowers and moons there, brother. There's no no one's
Yeah.
no one's singing Rule Britannia anymore. Let's just put it that way. Hey, this
But
is
I'll tell
called
you what
Brown
they're
People
singing
Talk
right now,
Football.
huh?
We need to talk about colonialism at some point, I guess. Like. So,
I'll tell you what they're singing definitely. Glory, glory, Man United. Man United's back.
yeah, Manchester United, it annoyed me, man. I saw that game last night against Southampton. It freaking annoyed me how they won that game. My goodness, they're very scrappy, bloody team. Like they're not good at all right now. But then again, Amorim, I think, seems a decent manager. That's what I said
I
about
told
Ten Hag
you. I
also,
told
though.
you. I told you. Amarin has this very likable quality. I told you he's very honest. And it's the same thing
Yeah.
that I like about Slot also when he's talking in his press
Hmm.
conferences, when he's talking to reporters, he's very
Yeah.
transparent, he's very confident.
Hmm.
And I was, I mean, I said in the previous podcast that when someone is transparent and when someone is honest, they're able
Hmm.
to. It means that they're able to see the picture clearly, right?
Yeah.
That they're intelligent.
Hmm.
That's where you draw the confidence from, right? But that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing for us because if he's able
Yeah.
to
No.
fix the problem at United,
There,
then yeah,
there
then
are
we have
also a great
another
example.
historical. Yeah. Hmm.
Historical classical. That's a great example of how you can almost run a club into the ground. If you are talented enough, you can do it. That I think Glazers
Mm-hmm.
are definitely talented. तो हैं ये लोग इन्होंने भी किया है.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, but I mean, this manager is
Hopefully, if they're, I don't know what Ineos will
he's
do,
dealt with it, and
but Ineos are ruthless. They're just cost cutting so far.
yeah,
All I do see is every month is just cost cutting stuff.
yeah,
They
yeah,
cost cut. Oh, welfare package of travel for retired Manchester United player or whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Done.
They
Zip.
scrapped that. Yeah.
Gone. It's not even there anymore. तो ये चीजें उनकी तो रही है वैसे अभी फिलहाल. Let's see how that goes. What? But tell me this, brother. Liverpool seem very quiet on the transfer market front. Why is that? तुम लोगों को जरूरत नहीं है किसी वैसे नहीं है actually जरूरत. Do you think you guys will go for someone? Are you going for someone? Yo, yo, yo. I think we lost Yash for a minute. Yo, Yash, you're back. Sorry, we lost you, Beach man. Hmm.
Active.
Hmm.
Never. I mean, even when they are, they go about their, like, slide sings a little bit.
I think मुझे plus
They go rather in a very hush way, and they just go get the deal
you guys
done
are
for the
actually.
players that they like, that they win
Yeah, because I
something.
was
I
just
remember I remember the Fabinho signing. I think that was a trademark, Liverpool. What's this guy? This
Michael
man,
Edwards.
Michael Edwards signing. You know,
Michael Edwards, the man
he
who
just went,
redefined sporting director position.
signed him in like 2 3 days. There was rumor कि हाँ ऐसा है, interest है. 2 3 दिन में वो deal हो गया. So
Wow.
so that's something that you really like and appreciate about Liverpool. But again, I think they've set sights on a lot of players, and they've identified areas like Nunes is one definite, uh,
Hmm.
you know, transfer target for. They want to get rid of Nunes,
Yeah.
and they want to get a young striker. So
Man, yeah.
so there have been some rumors about that, but
Have you given up on Nunes also? Do you think bas ho gaya bhai, he's done? Like you're
I
done with
think
him. Are
Sloan
you done with
has.
him?
I
Also,
think
are fans done with him?
fans definitely not. I mean, when I speak of, um, I mean, so you see Nunes, you see a lot of potential.
मैंने बहुत
There's so
Nunes
much
देखा है भाई. I think I know Nunes
there's so
so
much
well now.
raw energy, but like there's something about him that's
Completely.
very, very frustrating. I mean, but interestingly, Ayusha, we
Something.
were talking about this, and maybe we can. This is a nice segue into talking about Salah as well.
Hmm.
But Nunes' ka conversion rate
Yeah.
is not much worse than Salah's, I think.
What are you saying? Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, we would have to look it up. But
Hmm.
Salah, I think, which game was it where he scored 2 goals, Salah, and he could have scored like 3 or 4 easily. And
I think was that South no, not Southampton. That was another
West
away
Ham,
game if
West
I
Ham,
remember.
West Ham, I think
Yeah,
it
West
was
Ham.
West Ham.
Oh yes, it was the West Ham game.
Yeah, and we were discussing this, and turns
I
out
remember.
Salah had what, 8 or 9 shots on target, and he scored like two, or maybe more than that, 11 or 12, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
And
he
it
had a
was
lot
less
of
than
shots.
less than 33% conversion, and that was not, the greatest
नहीं नहीं
like stat,
हम तो
not a very flattering stat for a striker who's for an attacker forward who's associated with being clinical and scoring goals and all of that.
yeah, yeah. It's not I think the key thing to remember here is that I mean, while Salah does have a very bad, may have not a great conversion rate, the thing is he just always makes himself available at those positions so consistently,
Yeah,
or is
yeah,
able to
correct.
create chances himself so
Yeah,
consistently by his
yeah.
movement alone. He's very valuable asset to any team, yeah. To be very
But
honest.
but
But
when he doesn't, but when he doesn't, he
oh,
looks really, really bad. I mean,
uh,
the last couple of games, there have been so many calls for him to just. I mean, fans are just like, they're confused. I mean, they don't know what's happened to Salah. And I was watching this guy, uh, this Liverpool fan channel. I forgot.
yeah,
Paul,
AGT,
not AGT. Paul.
Paul.
I forgot his last. His Mason or something.
Okay, what are you saying?
Arey, yeah, Redmond.
Okay, okay.
So he was saying that Salah is, I think, worried about his injury because he's going to AFCON. So he's
Oh,
so he doesn't want
that's
to
right.
get
That could
injured.
be true. He
He
may
doesn't.
be not
Yeah,
putting himself. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you'd probably expect him as a seasoned professional, एक level पे कि he's used to this. But then again, the thing is, at the end of the day, you're still human, right? Also, so even yes, and I think has he won the Afcon once with Egypt? Has
Never, 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 never.
never, right? So I think once again, he knows ज़्यादा time नहीं बचा है to win Afcon. I think he would
बिल्कुल,
like to win the
बिल्कुल,
Afcon.
बिल्कुल.
And
He is
so
definitely
maybe that's also in
targeting
the back
that
of his
now.
head. Maybe that pressure, that added pressure of how many years does he have left at the
No,
at
but
top level
definitely,
in international.
Salah is, I think, if Salah is, I think, taken, as they say, like his foot off the gas because
Hmm.
he knows there's AFCON coming and, that he has to be prepared for it, fully fit, mentally
Yeah,
there.
he does. बिल्कुल,
Yes. Like
बिल्कुल.
you
And
said,
I
it
think
might be his last opportunity.
might be his last AFCON, यार और क्या? Might be his last AFCON. He will probably, most probably, let's be honest, he'll not maybe play another AFCON after this, right? I don't think. Maybe he will.
Yeah.
Maybe just one more. Maybe शायद वो भी कर ले
And they they
रोनाल्डो
they
की तरह
have
अगर
a
वो भी
really
पागल है तो कर लेगा.
नहीं definitely I think next AFCON 2 साल में होता है ना
अरे AFCON 2 साल में होता है. AFCON
हाँ
दो
तो
साल में.
definitely एक और तो खेलेगा ही I was thinking 4 years so yeah 4
Yeah,
years
even I was
seems
thinking
like
it
a
used to be 4 years, then they made it 2 years and
हाँ
whatnot, basically.
yeah I think next तो खेल ही सकता है but तभी भी they have a really good chance this Frankfurt Eintracht Frankfurt like forward वो Marmoush
Marmoush, Marmoush, ना?
he's
जो
also
City आया
yeah
है, City have got him.
हाँ City have bought him yeah Liverpool were
सिटी
linked
इज
with him for a very
सिटी
long
मैंने
time
क्या बोला था तुम्हें? मैं पूरे टाइम से बोला था तुम देखो तुम जनवरी खुलेगा नहीं, सबसे पहले उसके अंदर भागेगा सिटी. ठीक है, और वो खरीदेगा अपने नेक्स्ट सीजन्स की
yeah yeah yeah
टीम बिल्डिंग,
हाँ
स्क्वाड बिल्डिंग
rebuild
उनकी
के
शुरू
लिए
हो चुकी है.
correct yeah
रीबिल्ड इज स्टार्टेड.
I'm waiting for ये Pep Guardiola to extend his contract.
उसने किया है ना, उसने रिसेंटली तो 2027 तक किया है.
अच्छा ओके
सो ही इज डन टिल
अच्छा ओके
2027. अब लोग ये बोल
हम्म
रहे हैं कि उनके आई थिंक द ओपिनियन देयर इज कि पेप शायद
हम्म
2027 तक चलो रह लेगा, लेकिन उसके बाद शायद ना रहे. मे बी दैट इज द डाउट, बट देन अगेन ये हर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सटेंशन पे डाउट आता ही है. इट डिपेंड्स, आई थिंक, व्हाट इवन पेप इज अप फॉर. मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि आई डोंट नो, मे बी ही कैन, आई डोंट नो, उसको मूड करे तो शायद वो कर लेगा, शायद वो, क्या पता यार, 20 साल रह जाए एलेक्स फर्गुसन की तरह. हु नोस, आई डोंट नो. आई डोंट
yeah
think so, because and maybe he may want to take a break, but then again, he's a mad genius. So जैसे mad genius होते हैं, he'll probably just be like, dude, I'll keep, who cares, I'll keep doing it, let's keep going for it, kind of thing for him. So it all depends on what kind of frame of mind he will be in. Like who saw Jurgen Klopp suddenly leaving Liverpool after signing a contract extension?
but
Just
Jurgen Klopp is not the same as Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is someone who's
of
very
course not.
very
They're very different personalities as managers for sure.
yeah yeah
In
yeah I
बहुत
mean
ही
that
अलग है.
there's also now rumors about their separation Pep Guardiola's separation with his wife
Wife, that's apparently legit happening. I mean,
uh,
I wonder if that played a role also in Mid City, in the whole form of City and stuff. I
correct
mean,
yeah
can
could be definitely yeah
could I mean, but Pep is very professional also. Then again, I mean, knowing how he is as a manager,
yeah
as much as I've seen him from his public display, कि वो separate कर लेता है, कि वो professional work kind of scenes. But I think somewhere it does affect you, right? I mean, I'm sure uh, in some things.
correct yeah so but again, Nunes, speaking of another Nunes that's flopping madly,
Which one is this?
uh, the City Nunes.
ओह तो shit, बड़े न्यूनेस, मैं उसके बारे में भूल ही गया था यार. वो खेलता, ओ
Did
मैन यार,
you
वो
did
बिच
you see his? I think it was. a late run, and City had a chance to win the game, and he was Kevin De Bruyne, excellent pass. You
Hmm.
know, it's
Hmm.
counter attack, three versus two, I think, three City
Yeah.
players versus two, and Matthias Nunes, I think defender या goalkeeper से ना वो cut करता है, and then he
हाँ.
loses the ball, and there's Haaland and the other City player in the box, उसको pass कर सकता था. And Pep just loses it. I mean, Pep is so mad. And I don't get it. I mean, why does he play Nunes in the wing?
Yeah, because he doesn't trust him as a
Right back. He
midfielder.
was in right
That's why.
back.
He doesn't trust him as a
Then
midfielder.
right back. Why? He's so
क्योंकि
good.
क्योंकि रिक्रूटमेंट इतनी गंदी रही है उन्होंने सोचा था कि आई थिंक दे वर दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक दिस इज वन ट्रांसफर ऑफ फ्यू ट्रांसफर्स दे हैव गॉटन रॉन्ग आई थिंक इन द पास्ट फ्यू इयर्स उनने सोचा था वो खरीद रहे हैं एक मिडफील्डर लेकिन ससुरा निकला एकदम कुछ और निकला कि भाई वो पेप के सिस्टम में खेल ही नहीं सकता भैया भैया ये तो कुछ और ही खेलते हैं तो एंड सो व्हाई डू यू थिंक डिस्पाइट सो मेनी मिडफील्डर इंजरी क्राइसिस जब कोवा इंजर्ड रॉड्री इंजर्ड आई थिंक एक दो बार बस ये न्यूनेस खेला था मिडफील्ड में उसके बाद उसको पता चल गया उस गेम में ही वो इतना हकता था कि उन्होंने बोला भैया आप छोड़ो यार मैं आप कुछ मैं इतनी इंजरी से कहीं और ही इस्तेमाल करूं विंग विंग पे डाल देता हूं जस्ट बिकॉज बर्नार्डो सिल्वा कैन प्ले एनीवेयर उसने सोचा चल चलो मे बी आई कैन मेक हिम आल्सो इनटू समथिंग हु कैन प्ले एवरीवेयर बट क्लियरली दैट वाज नॉट द केस बिकॉज उसमें उसमें भी काफी ही हैड वेरी टेरिबल परफॉर्मेंसेस मतलब दैट इज ये एक ट्रांसफर आई थिंक सिटी का व्हिच दे चूक गए अदरवाइज I think let's see how they do with these marmouches and whatnot. And
Marmoush looks crazy, dude. I mean, he
Marmouche
looks
looks
like a
crazy too,
proper,
yaar. मैंने थोड़ा सा I
proper
haven't
City player.
seen him
Yeah.
ever play, but from whatever I've little as much as YouTube highlight reels can tell you and stats can tell you, I think he looks good. He
He's
certainly
definitely,
looks good.
definitely better than their options right now in the front line.
कोई कौन है front? Like they don't have a striker actually. If you think about it, who's the
They
second or
don't have
second?
a striker apart from Haaland, and
Haaland.
Marmoush is
Exactly.
also he can play on the wings also, and he's like
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
very crafty and तो
Basically,
वो
he's a player Pep Guardiola will love because वो wing पे भी खेल लेगा front line में. Could maybe almost like so may not necessarily always have to play in place of Haaland
yeah
necessarily
yeah yeah and
always.
I think वो
And
उसका फिल फोर्डन का जो फॉर्म है I think that must
hmm,
have also really um
more than Phil
it's
Foden, in fact,
हाँ
Yash Phil has still picked up form in the
yeah in
past
the
2 3
last
games.
few
उसने
games
goals
yeah
मारे
yeah
हैं.
yeah, yeah.
उसने गोल मारना शुरू कर दिया है. He's picked up form again. It is more Jack Grealish who is the bigger worry. Because वो इतना इंजरी प्रोन हो रह चुका है पिछले एक दो सालों में. Plus his
Mhm.
form has been very because of injuries plus no consistent number
Yeah,
of games. He's looked very out of sorts and he's not done really anything in the past
but
1 or 2
Jack Grealish
years.
has been like this for a while. I mean, Jack Grealish, for me, Jack Grealish, तो मुझे लग रहा था there's some sort of a I don't know, money laundering scam or something like that.
यार what money laundering scam? What
Yeah,
the
I
heck?
mean, it's basically कि 100 million was never meant to be. It's basically कि हम आपको 100 million दे रहे हैं, आप ऐसा करिए, आप ना ये कुछ पैसे बचा लीजिए हमारे. It needs investigation. I mean, first of
Needs investigation. My man is roasting Jack Grealish's biggest career moment.
Right, Jack Grealish was really good. I mean, I remember the
Yeah, he
7-2
was. He
game.
was. Yeah,
Aston Villa, mein, he was pretty good. But I mean, that's what happens with all these wingers who come to City. And this is
yeah,
something that I don't know. I was hearing and listening to some other podcast. Someone else was saying this about Arsenal and how Arsenal's how Martinelli has,
You sent me that one. I remember that. I was just thinking of the same thing. Yeah. कि
Martinelli
how
has been
Martinelli
blunted,
का भी
like
game
his,
curve हो
yeah,
गया under Arteta's
uh-huh.
system.
Yeah. He's looking down and he's like dribbling seedhe seedhe.
Yeah, yeah. He's looking down. That has become very trademark thing. Martinelli dribbling with his head down.
Yeah, and
And I
same
think,
thing with Neto also. I
hmm,
think Neto
hmm,
at Wolves was so crazy, man. I mean, he was a game changer.
yeah.
I remember he would come off bench and he would look like a proper like a threat. And same with Grealish and um who else? Yeah, and Martinelli.
See, if you have to talk, the thing is, I'll tell you what I think in football philosophy में दो चीजें होती हैं, दो poles होते हैं. एक तो the whole philosophy of
Hmm.
express yourself, where
Hmm.
the game often relies upon of that whole tactics also in fact often depends upon certain players expressing their potential or of their
Yeah.
knack or their talent or their strengths, right? So you
Hmm.
can think of Zidane in Juventus, or
Yeah.
you can think of even other classic teams. इसमें बहुत सारे examples आ सकते हैं, right? You can think of Aguero at City before Pep,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and how City managers would shape their game around Aguero because they knew Aguero was their best player and a game changer. He could single-handedly change the game. So you make the
Correct.
shape the team around him so that they can build the game around him. तो ये होता था. But Pep is obviously, as we know, is a very structuralist guy. You know, structuralist स्कूल से आता है. Philosophically हम उसको structuralist ही कहेंगे जैसे वो सोचता है,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can there can be freedom of movement, but there's only
Yeah.
freedom of movement within certain positions on the pitch. Joe, yeah, we are live, everyone. Yes, we are live. It literally says there. I mean, yeah, of course we're live. What's up? Anyway, so the thing is, there is there is only certain areas of the pitch which Pep says he wants you to occupy, right? And he wants some person or the other at that point occupying that space within.
Mm-hmm.
So hence there is movement, but you can have expression, but within certain channels, within certain ways, you
Mm-hmm.
can only express. There is no really that great of freedom to do it. Otherwise, it disrupts the way the manager wants you to play. And I think this is
Mm-hmm.
similar in all Pep style of management school जो भी आते हैं. तो आपका Pep, Arteta, Maresca, जो भी है. I think they will somehow at some level wingers are not will perhaps not be at their best. But then again, uh, तो भाई किसी ने कुछ कमेंट लिखा है, मैं भी पढ़ना चाहता हूँ. मेरे बड़े बड़ा इंट्री हो गया. महफिल में चल रही थी
महफिल में चल
मेरे
रही थी
कत्ल की
मेरे
तैयारी,
कत्ल
हम
की
पहुंचे
तैयारी,
तो
हम
बोले
पहुंचे
लंबी
तो
उम्र है तुम्हारी. अरे वाह वाह, इरशाद इरशाद, बहुत ही. किसने आपने तो नहीं लिखा, मुझे लगा किसी ने लिखा है ये, शायद मुझे बस बता देना आपकी ये किसने लिखा हुआ है
do you
ये
know
बहुत ही
this?
अच्छी नजम है.
Do you know this
हाँ,
ID? Do you know this ID?
I have no idea, but big up to everyone who's willing to watch through two people relaxing and just chilling and talking about football and everything else in between. मैंने सुना है, पता है क्या सुना है आपने? सबसे लेटेस्ट न्यूज़ क्या आ रही है? I cannot believe
Yeah.
it. Chelsea's after Garnacho. What the
Yeah,
hell
I
are
know.
we doing? Why are we after
Come on, dude.
Garnacho?
He's 21 years old.
Why are we sexual predators? What do you mean 21 years? What do we? Why are we after kids?
No, I mean he's high potential. He's
यार भाई
fits
लेकिन
the fits your
Yash, we are
transfer.
overstacked
Yeah,
on wingers, man. We are
yeah,
overstacked on
that's
wingers
true.
right now. We have
Maybe
too
they want to
many
get rid
wingers.
of Sancho. I think Sancho को निकालेंगे फिर. Maybe
What are you, man? Sancho's playing so well. Your hobby is to
Sancho के
collect
अलावा
good
कौन है
shari.
लेफ्ट में?
Thanks, brother. Please keep sharing good shari as we talk about things you may or may not be interested in. But nevertheless, sir, thank you for tuning in. But yeah,
सांचो के
but
अलावा कौन है
this
आपके
is huh.
राइट विंग लेफ्ट पे?
Left we have who? We Sancho. Sometimes Felix can play there. Sancho and Felix
नहीं
technically
नहीं,
only he has
Felix
left.
Felix is not a left winger. I think there's only one.
Not yeah, he's not a winger. He's not what
Sancho.
Maresca at least wants. He
And
cannot hug the
Sancho is
touchline.
also Sancho is also on loan, right? I mean, he's not a permanent signing.
Loan with loan with an option with a clause to buy, and the clause to buy
With
is
okay, is it an option or a clause to
it's a clause to
mandatorily
buy.
buy?
The essential, but it's a very easy to fulfill clause. Touch wood. That Chelsea, if they finish 10th or above, they will have to buy Jadon Sancho for like
Okay,
30,
okay,
40 million
10th or
pounds or
above.
something like that.
Okay, okay.
So he's essentially coming to
Yeah.
Chelsea only. So that was the point of the whole deal.
So
To do
maybe
that
they,
with
they,
that
they
clause.
can. I mean, any like a top team needs six forwards,
Yeah,
six
yeah.
like really competitive, high potential, if not, like elite, world class, then definitely elite.
यार बट मुझे वही लग रहा है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई मीन आई एम थैंकफुल कि Chalobah, it's the first of all very disgraceful the way we treated Trevor Chalobah. I must
Yeah,
say
I think there's a lot
disgraceful.
of fans. Yeah, a lot of fans making noises
I
about
am
that. Yeah.
pissed, man. I am pissed. I told you, Yash. The only reason Chelsea are even इज्जत लिखा थोड़ी सी जमा हुई है इस सीजन है वो मरेस्का की वजह से।
Yeah.
हाँ आप मरेस्का को गाली दे सकते हो, क्रिटिक कर सकते हो और करना भी चाहिए, ऐसी बात नहीं है। मरेस्का
Mhm.
इज इनफैलिबल इंसान, ही इज सम मैनेजर, ही हैज अ लॉट टू प्रूव, बट
Yeah.
आई नो अ गुड मैनेजर एट लीस्ट व्हेन आई सी वन। और जब मैं मरेस्का
Yeah.
को देखता हूँ आई सी अ मैनेजर हु इज एक्चुअली गुड, who is not
Yeah.
मतलब he knows what he's talking about ना, he knows, he बहुत सीधा सीधा बोलता है, बहुत क्लियर बोलता है और उसका आइडिया भी बहुत क्लियर
Yeah.
हो जाता है। he is able to explain his points very well in press conferences, that is very surprising.
Yeah.
He doesn't get triggered like that,
Yeah.
otherwise about that. So the thing is, here's the point, that if we have to really trust this guy to take Chelsea men somewhere, anywhere this
Mm-hmm.
season, you will have to trust him with players. अगर आप उनको players नहीं दिलाओगे, उनके जो मनचाहे players हैं, जो भी है, at least one or two players, man. I mean, he's not gonna ask for much. I'm sure just one or two players, if you can take input from him and recruit not just kids, bloody expand your age group, extend your age range in your search engine, you know please, and then recruit accordingly. And here's the thing, experience भी खरीद थोड़ ना सकते हो, it's not just it is a thing which is which probably can only or sometimes also build with time, but you need to at least recognize people who can potentially at least bring that, right? वो जरूरी है। चालाबा जैसा इंसान ऑलरेडी जो जीत चुका है काफी चेल्सी के साथ,
Mm-hmm.
जीत चुका है चेल्सी के साथ, टूकल के अंदर खेला था, वाज अ वेरी रिलायबल नाइस डिफेंडर, एंड
Mm-hmm.
ही इसको इतनी बेइज्जती से ट्रीट किया फुटबॉल क्लब ने, इसको प्री सीजन टूर पे नहीं बुलाया, इसको कहीं नहीं ले गए, फर्स्ट टीम के साथ ट्रेन करना बंद करवा दिया है इसका। सो एसेंशियली इसको बोला कि आप जाओ क्लब ढूंढो अपने आप के लिए। Somehow at the last minute
Mm-hmm.
got some loan deal to Crystal Palace, started playing well for Crystal
Yeah.
Palace। चेल्सी में हजार
Yeah.
इंजरी, ऊपर से बेकार डिफेंडर जो साइनिंग्स हमने की हुई है, एंड सडनली वी आर बैक प्लेइंग वो चालू। आई मीन हाउ, आई मीन दिस इज
Very
वाई मैन,
disingenuous. Yeah.
this is disingenuous यार, और क्या यार, फैन, this is, I am a huge supporter of changing ownership structures in football। I think this is unsustainable over long period of time enough। See,
See, I
I
mean, चालोबा के साथ तो वो भी एक injustice हुई कि उसका 14 नंबर जर्सी apparently was given to, was it Nkunku or Felix?
आई थिंक वाज गिव टू फीलिक्स, उसका नंबर फीलिक्स को दे दिया ऐसे ही।
And this, and apparently it meant like the 14 number is when the 14th is also the date of his mother's death or something. I was
Really?
reading. Yeah, so it was
Oh
really
shit.
personal to him, and there's this whole story. So it's just, I mean, it's just a big, big disaster on
But
your part. But come on, I mean, Chelsea is doing more or less good, and this is like they're going in the right direction.
yeah, I
And
just
I think this
hope.
Chaloba thing is just like a you can be forgiven. I mean, you're being too hard on.
But yeah, I mean, no, I'm personally glad he's back. I have no problem with that. I'm glad. I have honestly, I always thought he's better than Disaster Disasi, better than Badman
Disasi is doing.
Badiashile,
They're being
better
sold.
than
I
both
think
of these defenders who were bought from relegation threatened Monaco. My goodness, how who thought it is a good idea
Monaco.
to get.
Come on, dude. Monaco has a great like a scouting Europe, at least in
They
European.
have, but brother,
Yeah.
the squad they played for that Monaco, I think got relegated. I almost got relegated, or I think got relegated.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
it was
Okay.
pretty bad that Monaco side. Okay, I know what you're talking about, but not in this scenario, not in freaking this case. इस केस में तो उन्होंने कुछ और
Dude,
लगी मचाया था.
ये Furlan Mendy is also from Monaco, है ना?
Poland, Mondi is from Monaco. Who else is from Monaco यार? अब तो पूरे city के
Bernardo Silva is
that
from
initial whole
Monaco.
first transfer window of proper of Pep Guardiola was from Monaco only. तुम्हारे से भी काफी Monaco में आए थे. You got Fabinho,
Fabinho was. That's just Fabinho.
Fabinho. City got Bernardo Silva, and they I think
Arsenal tried to sign Lemar.
yeah, they tried to send Lemar, but eventually, obviously, Atletico Madrid got him. We got the
PSG
worst.
signed PSG signed Mbappe.
PSG signed Mbappe.
You guys got Bakayoko. Clearly, I mean, with Chelsea and Monaco, it
But then
hasn't been a
getting Bakayoko
great relationship.
out of the whole
Uh-huh.
thing is like going to a free book sale, okay, and getting a copy of Panch Tantra, okay, probably like as a
Hey, hey,
free,
hey, 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 come on.
although
Don't
no
shit
diss
on
to Panch Tantra.
Panchtantra.
It was good also, it was funny. No.
Panchtantra is not a
I was trying
great
to
game.
think of a better analogy, but you get my point,
Shobha Day.
like it is,
Shobha
it
Day or Chetan Bhagat or something like
so
that.
yeah, probably that. It's like going to a free book sale and the and you're not able to arrive in time. Everyone has taken all the good books and the rare books and the sort of the books.
अच्छा
The
अच्छा
only free shit left is probably OP India ke newsletters or probably Chetan Bhagat ki like some first novels. So that is your luck basically. We were like that there. हमें लगा पहले कि भी हमने उठाई चेतन भगत की नॉवल थिंकिंग यार कवर तो बहुत सही लग रही है. तो and my मतलब I've heard raving reviews from people who work with this guy. So why not? Let's. Oh my goodness, that guy, that player.
Where is he playing now? I mean, is he still at AC Milan or has he gone to
आई
Saudi?
थिंक वो एसी मिलान से बहुत पहले शिफ्ट हो गया था. वो बीच में नापोली भी गया था लोन पे ईयर और टू. And I think if I'm correct, where is Bakayoko? That's a great question. I'm gonna just search this up. Bakayoko, my brother, where are you? कहाँ हो आप? He plays he's in Greece.
Oh,
PAOK,
wow.
PAOK.
Okay, okay.
तो ये
It's
ग्रीस
in
चले गए
Athens. This
भाईजान.
this thing. This is the Athens. What is the
Athens,
full
I
form of?
think it's an Athens-based club. Is it? POK Athens ही होता है ना? It's
Mhm.
Constantinopolis. I think it's an Athens-based club. I think the city is Athens. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is right.
Wow. Oh, clearly, his
No,
stocks have plummeted.
no, it's not actually. इसका technically Athens नहीं है. वो दूसरा है. वो Athens वाला दूसरा club है जो तुम सोच रहे हो. ये वाला is based on actually district of erstwhile Constantinople, before it became uh, Istanbul, and वहाँ से कुछ history इनकी rich history, the Greek community which used to live in there. अच्छा भाई, काफी rich history है.
Wow,
चलो, good
okay.
for him. I'm glad for you. Bakayoko, man, he was very frustrating player to watch, man. Freaking hell, man. मैं थक गया था उसको देख देख कर, बेचारा. Tried very hard, but just जमा नहीं. And there's one more player, by the way, which Chelsea are linked to, which is this Jamie Gittins from Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a highly coveted winger. Again,
Yeah, which is still better. I mean, because Gittins is still, I think, a more better potential. I would believe than Garnacho, but Garnacho's finishing is too. We already have bad finishers, yeah. We don't want more
come
of
on.
them,
I mean,
you know.
I don't think it's as bad. I mean, I get your I get your
You,
concerns about his
I have
finishing and
PTSD
stuff,
of people missing, yeah, of chances, yeah. Now, like seriously,
but dude, he's pretty good. Garnacho is, I mean, he's fast, he's rapid, he's also good
but
at
he's not an
dribbling.
upgrade on anyone. Who is the upgrade on? Batao.
तो वो है ना सांचो को कंपटीशन देगा ना. But it's
But
also like, I mean, it also depends on the salary he gets. I mean, if you're spending like crazy amounts of
precisely.
salary,
I mean, Sancho's done better than Garnacho this season. Yeah, he's got way better numbers. Sancho this
but
season,
Sancho
like
is
you know.
also crazy. Like, I mean, उसका salary तो बहुत ज्यादा है भाई.
I
कितना
think
है?
he took a wage cut by the way to come to Chelsea. If I'm correct, he is not on the same salary he was on at United. He took a wage cut.
But but कितना ही wage cut लिया होगा there. I mean, these guys are also paying. क्या नाम है उनका?
United.
United must also be paying part of his salary.
United is he's actually, yeah. United is covering most of it this season. 250K a week.
Holy shit, that's 1 million a month.
That's a 1 million pounds in pounds. So 1 million pounds, he earns 1 million pounds a month, and which most Joe United ही दे रहा है, more or less. So thank you, United. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. I
Apparently,
mean,
have okay. सही है, so we're not paying all of the wages. Most of the United is covering. सही है भाई. Thank you, United. You have done well for us. I really appreciate the great business we did. But we don't want. I don't. But this is a bad one, yaar. I want a center. Why aren't we going for center backs? Why aren't we going for a striker, man? What are these options? These are useless time wasting shit, yeah. This is waste of resources and time and money and fans' attention and your attention and anyone who tuned into this live stream, it's their attention also. I mean, but seriously, bhai. मतलब कोई भी चला लो आप, जो 5 लोग हैं लाइफ, शायद आप भी चला लोगे ये क्लब बेटर की रिक्रूटमेंट पॉलिसीज, जो करंट रिक्रूटमेंट हमारे डायरेक्टर्स बैठे हुए चेल्सी मेंस फुटबॉल क्लब में. ओह माय गुडनेस, व्हाई इज दिस हैपनिंग, व्हाई इज दिस इवन बीइंग एंटरटेन्ड, व्हाई इज दिस, किसके दिमाग, ये स्पोर्टिंग डायरेक्टर्स इसको जॉब दी यार. इतने बेरोजगारी के समय में ऐसे लोगों को नौकरी मिल रही है भाई, गुस्सा आ रहा है यार. मतलब इतने ये कमा रहे हैं पैसे ऐसे ऐसे सजेशंस देने के लिए, ऐसे सजेशंस के लिए. कॉफी विद करण बना दिया है क्या फुटबॉल मैनेजर को, मैनेजमेंट को इन लोगों ने? क्या वो कर रहे हैं ये लोग भाई, सीरियसली क्या कर रहे हैं? Yeah, man. But this is, anyway, I'm just glad at least Chalobah is back. I mean, it's not the best solution,
they've recalled
but I'll take it.
Chalobah.
अब Trevor Chalobah moved
Chalobah
to
को they've
Chelsea.
recalled from Crystal Palace.
He's been recalled यार, he's been recalled. और क्या, इसलिए तो बात कर रहा हूँ, इसलिए तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं गुस्सा हूँ यार. तुम्हें क्या लगा मैं इसलिए तो गुस्सा
Oh
हूँ? I'm so
shit.
freaking mad at Chelsea for treating
But
him this way.
but this is business.
This
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 is
is business.
business.
Todd Bowl. Yeah, man. Yes. He's like Todd. I mean, clearly, man. What a shameless people. Matlab, they are shameless people. They're actually shameless people. They're literally. It's like dumping someone And then 6 months later, thinking like, you know what, that person was not that bad after the hellhole of other people I've been through. And then come back to the person, hey, you know what? Why don't you be my person on the side and just let me keep you around still? And the person still says
But
yes. I think he has Stockholm
listen,
syndrome.
Ayusha,
Chalobah.
I mean, for his own like personal whatever goals, Chaloba
Hmm.
would also like, I mean, किसी भी प्लेयर का क्या डेस्टिनी या जो भी उसका क्या मकसद होता है वो यही होता है कि वो इंटरनेशनली जाके खेले, राइट? आई मीन
True.
he has a better chance of playing for England. He's English, right?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, I mean,
And he
if he
needs
if
to,
he plays for Chelsea and or
of
one of
course.
these big clubs.
And he's a academy kid also, yeah. I think he is genuinely he's got emotional attachment. That's the thing. I feel bad for him. He's
Apart
genuinely
from
a
that, apart from that emotional angle, there's also like, I mean, getting Chelsea to top four when I mean, they know that their defense is really struggling at
yeah,
this moment. And
yeah.
taking that team and showing whatever leadership and everything to bring them kind of like a defensive solidity or, to
Hmm.
guarantee that top four would be a bigger statement than performing well for a mid-table team.
No, definitely. I think that's the I guess that's the cherry kind of being offered also to him, right?
So
That
yeah, so
opportunity.
like I said, I mean, football is all about leverages. I mean, any business is about leverages. Chelsea has this leverage over Chalobah, and they've
बिल्कुल,
used it. And
बिल्कुल. नहीं, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल है. How have you, by the way, been feeling, brother Dick, over the last few weeks, like given the results, sudden mini dip in form, I guess,
yeah,
of Liverpool?
there has been a clear dip in form, and there have been multiple factors. And another bad news coming in is that Jota is injured again.
God, what this Jota? You too? Eighth you Jota? Hospital FC?
Jota,
Come on.
Jota is also a hospital FC. I don't know uska kya hai. Sometimes uska rib is injured, and now he's like I don't know. He was training alone. So पहले लगा कि there are like the specific training program for him and Luis
Hmm.
Diaz. They were training
Hmm.
separately. But now Slot
Hmm.
came out in the press conference and said that he's injured. He may not play in the Brentford game. There's some niggling injury or something like that. अब
बेचारा
भाई
अभी अभी
अगेंस्ट
आया इतना अच्छा भला सही इक्वलाइजर मारा उसने बढ़िया बढ़िया
against
बढ़िया
Fulham
इम्पैक्ट था
also. Fulham also there was this equalizer which was pretty crazy.
yeah he's a great finisher I just love his finishing I just love Jota's finishing his finishing abilities I wish see that finishing abilities किसी तरह निकोलस जैक्सन में आ निकोलास जैक्सन में आ जाती gosh but damn you but that's sad to know that Jota is once again
Nicholas
out.
Jackson is, I mean, if we're being serious, I mean, he's not Chelsea level dude. I mean, you need to get rid of him.
Yeah, he's a
And even if you
great
don't get
squad
rid of
player, I
him,
believe.
you
I think
need
he's a
like an
great squad
upgrade.
player.
Huh? Yeah, yeah. He can
Great
be a
squad player. I
yeah,
would
he
still
can be
keep
a
him
great.
around, but as a squad player, not as a regular starter. मुझे उसको देख के याद आती है अगर तुम्हें याद है एक चेल्सी प्लेयर होता था सोलोमन कलू you
Mm,
know Solomon Kalou was also Ivorian like Drogba and he was bought in around in 2006 season में उसको
yeah, yeah.
कलू को खरीदा था so Kalou used to be a striker initially I think he came from Eredivisie if I'm correct and वहां पर उसने काफी गोल्स मारे थे but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
there's a step up always when it comes to Premier League, especially when you come to England, there's a huge step up. तो उसका
Correct,
वो
yeah.
आउटपुट नहीं करा पाया वो स्ट्राइकर खेला नहीं कर पाया फिर वो यूजुअली विंग्स पे खेलने लग गया बट ही बिकम अ ग्रेट स्क्वाड प्लेयर ही वुड कम ऑन score crucial goals he would start couple of games and score in them also would then have an off form but then usually would be deputy to Drogba mostly तो मुझे लगता है कि
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
that's what I think great that's kind of the role I can imagine for Nicolas Jackson he can play that Solomon Kalou role Solomon Kalou used to play so
Yeah.
beautifully and so well you know and pulled up a great shift in the Champions League final win of 2012 I still remember Solomon Kalou
Mm-hmm,
big up to
mm-hmm.
them for that so I believe Nicolas Jackson has a future but not as a starter, man. Not as a starter, yaar. He cannot start games. He is so bloody incredibly frustrating because the miss after miss costs Chelsea, man. It's costing us. We are also, I mean, आपकी
Yeah.
बात अलग है यार. आप लोग top of the table बैठे हो अभी भी आराम से sitting. What? I mean, with a game in hand, 4 points. वो 7 point हो जाएगा. Let's be honest. I think वो 7 point ही होगा. वो Arsenal अभी थोड़ा
To
जोश
be
में है.
honest, I think, of course, we are in, we have this cushion of 7 points and stuff.
Hmm.
But somehow Liverpool never looks like they're gonna win the PL this
Man, one
season.
loss still in the whole season. Premier League, it's
Yeah,
still.
and it's never about. I mean, we should be thankful that there is no city that is, the
Oh
usual
man.
city
Oh boy.
juggernaut
If the
team.
usual city was here, this they would have been caught. They would have caught up by now with you guys, probably. Like
Yeah,
they would
they
have
would have
caught up
caught
with the
up,
new
and
slumber.
yeah, they would have easily caught up, and
Yeah,
2-3 points
easy.
ahead ही होते हमसे. But हाँ, ये dip जो है, it's a little worrying because Salah is gonna leave, and
You
for
think so?
AFCON.
You feel so? You pretty sure?
No,
You
no,
think
I'm
you're
talking about
that sure that
AFCON.
he
I'm
leave?
I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about this
Oh
season.
man, my mind is going there. He's gonna leave.
Viraj is saying I
Double
agree
meaning
with Yash.
sentences with
Yeah,
Salah this
it
season.
could mean, given the precarious situation right now, it could mean anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am a little worried because we've entered this dip, and Ian Wright was saying that there is some kind of like vulnerability in the defense that is very visible, and teams are like licking their lips when they're going against this Liverpool backline.
Hmm.
Konate after
Suddenly,
injury, Konate after injury has looked a little like off. So
हाँ
has so
मुझे लग
has
रहा है.
Allison. Allison के बारे में अब ये stats आ रहे हैं कि he's faced 15 shots and conceded 9.
हाँ. That's pretty bad,
That's
man.
that's that's pretty bad for a keeper
Allison, yeah.
good as
That's pretty.
Allison. Yeah.
That is pretty bad. That is so. You have like I think several key players also suddenly out of form. Also, I guess that in your defense that is happening. विराज
And
भाई ने
I
कुछ चैट में
uh,
लिखा हुआ है बोलता है बोल रहा था कि आई एग्री विद यश अबाउट लिवरपूल वी नेवर लुक लाइक वी विल विन द ईपीएल ये तो यश वुड यू लाइक टू एड्रेस दैट कमेंट आपको क्या
I
लगता
mean,
है ये
I would like to say that, yeah, I mean, Viraj is right, because for any Liverpool fan this season, we like when we started this season, we
हम्म,
were recovering from the separation of this great father figure that we
yeah
had.
yeah
We were mourning his loss, or his separation, and we never
हम्म,
really thought that we're gonna compete for. I
yeah
mean, मेरा तो prediction ये था कि हम top 6 में आ जाएं,
what
because seriously, I was so nervous. I mean, of course, मैं स्पर्स को कुछ ज्यादा सीरियसली ले रहा था, और चेल्सी को भी,
हम्म,
um, और यूनाइटेड को भी, बट हाँ, इन तीनों टीम्स ने तो, चेल्सी इन लोगों में सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा करा है, चेल्सी ने. बट बट हाँ, किसी भी लिवरपूल फैन से पूछो एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सीजन, नो वन वुड से कि हम टाइटल के लिए compete करने वाले हैं.
yeah that's true
So wherever we are right now, I think it's more than what we have expected. But
true
there is still, I mean, there's something, I don't know. I mean, maybe it is this effect of, this hangover that we have from Klopp, this intense
हम्म,
heavy metal football. We just
हम्म,
never seem like, मैं तुम्हें याद है, I don't know कब की बात है, we got like a 1-0 win or something against some yeah, some bottom half team, and I was telling you that I never really felt like that this wasn't a convincing win because last
Hmm.
20 minutes we were very open,
No.
and it's sort of persisted. I mean, not playing a DM
Hmm.
who's just actively, intercepting everything, blocking out any
Hmm.
sort of, major attack opportunities and stuff.
Hmm.
वो नहीं है, I mean, इस बार क्योंकि a lot of it has to do with holding possession and keeping the ball.
I- isn't Gravenberg doing that for you guys?
I mean, he's doing that, but he's not a DM.
Yeah, he's not.
He's a great metronome in the middle of the pitch, and he's, doing a great job at, moving the ball forward
Yeah, and recycling
and
position.
recycling position. He's also great at interceptions, but एक वो होता है ना, like I mean, to shut down counter
Hmm.
attacks,
Yeah.
like an Endo
Yes.
or an
But again,
Ugarte or
and who are they?
yeah,
But why isn't Endo starting more? Why do, it clearly slot
yeah,
उसको
because he
trust नहीं
doesn't,
करता है
yeah,
उसको.
yeah, because Slot plays with whatever this this six um क्या
Hmm.
बोलते हैं उसको two sixes,
The two sixes in the, yeah, the pivot,
the
the
pivot or
defensive
whatever,
pivot. True. True, that's what he prefers, which is also the fashion usually these days also,
and
which also
people
Maresca also
forget that
likes.
this is Slot's first season, and they're making a transition
Hmm.
from an established way of playing to another style of playing. So they are still like sort of learning the new structure, the new formation, or whatever.
Hmm.
लिवरपूल का फॉर्मेशन देखता हूँ, it's 4-2-3-1,
Hmm.
right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically City last season.
Yeah. Technically, yes. It is always 4-2-3-1 on paper. Yeah. That is technically on paper itself, it's only 4-2-3-1. It's not even 4-3-3. It's 4-2-3-1 always.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it obviously then you guys also play like a 3-2-5 then in attack, you know. Your threes
Correct. Yeah. When you have
defenders.
possession, yeah.
When you have possession, you're a 3-5 in shape, which is the usual attacking. Uh, I think possession. Joe actual even Chelsea is like, and all the possession-based managers like even Arteta use. Where
Mm-hmm.
I want to before I want to have a quick preview of the upcoming game week of what you think will happen. We have some good, interesting games. Uh, I want to ask you about this. Oh shit, you have a tough game, man. You have Brentford away tomorrow.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah. It's a
going
tough,
to be
tough.
tough. And
But
yeah, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
so what do you think? What are you thinking, यार? मुझे given
ब्रेंटफोर्ड का मुझे
the
ये
not
लग रहा है
not
थोड़ा तो फटीग होगा उनको from the last game
hmm hmm
because
hmm
it might have looked like I mean कि City City हार गई और मतलब City के लिए it's like a loss because they were
yeah
expected to win this game.
yeah
But of course, I mean Brentford played like they usually do with which is like running and a lot of like physically trying to compete with a team like City. It must have been
yeah
exhausted. But on the other hand, they have this thing of scoring a last minute winner,
they do
which plays a like a very big psychological effect, and it might have like a carry on effect as well. So
hmm
it's going to be a very, very tough game.
yeah
If
true
if we lose this game or if we draw against, then the pressure would be on.
oh yeah you have to win this game if you have to keep up the title race charge you have to win this game because
Okay.
you if you draw points now and I think Arsenal play after you if I'm correct
Aston
or at
Villa,
the
yeah.
same
And they're
time
at
as you
home.
tomorrow yeah technically after you, they have a later kickoff against Aston Villa at home, which I myself, once again, I feel will not be an easy game. But Aston
No, no,
Villa
no.
don't have a good record
A-
away from home.
Aston Villa doesn't have good record against away, and also it's Arsenal. So I mean, उनका टॉटनहम वाला गेम भी देखा. I mean, forget about all the field tilt and XG and all of that. Why it was just like what they had three or four shots or something like that,
बस
right? I
कुछ नहीं
mean,
था यार. I think Aston Villa, they were nowhere, nowhere in it. They were nowhere in it at all at any point of the game. I think although Aston Villa is also patchy, they lost 2-1, right, to Forest, but they were not in the game. They had what? I think the statistics I'm looking at right now, कुछ नहीं था
hmm.
यार इनके पास total half the number of shots of Nottingham Forest. Zero, like
नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट
literally.
या क्या कौन सा गेम देख रहे हो?
प्रीमियर लीग एस्टन विला वाली गेम की बात कर रहा हूँ. फॉरेस्ट एस्टन विला गेम की बात कर रहा हूँ, which the last जो लीग में हुआ था इनका. No, तो बहुत पहले हुआ था. शिट, मैं तो बहुत पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ. Okay, that was way back. That was the last loss actually. I'm talking
Watch
about.
watch the Arsenal Tottenham stats.
Oh, what's up with the search? So tell me what I'm looking at. Okay, they're in front of me.
Their attempts and shots on target, anything that strikes out.
Arsenal Spurs attend on target. Yeah, let me just see that. Let me see that lineup.
मैंने सोने
Statistics.
से पहले I saw the game and I was excited कि यार सुबह उठ के देखूंगा कि क्या
Hmm.
हुआ, and then come on, Trossard winner 2-1 and I was very disappointed.
Damn. They had okay, so uh and overall in the game they had
Yeah.
around 14 shots to Spurs 10 shots,
अच्छा. On
and
target?
they in the huh
This is on
on
target.
target.
हाँ.
नहीं, just shots. टारगेट पे और टारगेट वाली क्यों दिखा रहा है मुझे यार ये. There must be a
XG दिखा
target
रहा है.
wala thing. Okay, yeah, on target were 4. Holy shit, that's bad. Out of 14 shots they took, they had only 4 on target.
Holy
So,
shit,
matlab,
हाँ.
it was a lot of wayward shots
हम्म.
and wayward positions, and not from. I'm seeing all the chances ka graph also here. Yeah, they are like they did not create some high quality chances so much as such. इतने ज़्यादा. They were not
But
creating. एक तो
what's
own
the
goal
X
हो गया था.
what's the XG? हाँ, एक तो own goal
XG
था,
was not
Dominic
much, यार.
Solanke.
1.45, which is not much if you think about it,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
14 shots ही अगर आप ले लोगे तो उसको ही पॉइंट वन लगा के वो बन जाएगा. सो बेसिकली
Correct, yeah.
दे वर नॉट क्रिएटिंग सम क्रेजी लेवल ऑफ चांसेस
Correct,
पर
yeah.
से. एक तो ओन गोल हो गया था
Mm-hmm.
in one sense. Whatever, there was scramble and वो Trossard का goal, which was still well made, but they did not create much after that. See, Arsenal uh, will have some sort of good run maybe right now and that, but they still,
Yeah,
I
but
feel,
they're not gonna go on a 10, 12
they
game
won't.
crazy winning. Yeah.
They won't, yeah, they won't. They won't because simple as that. They are beatable. As simple as that. They are Arsenal are very beatable. I do not look at
They're
Arsenal and
not
say ki
scoring. They're not scoring enough goals, and the
they
Brighton game also. I
are
mean,
only able
yeah.
to score when they can create a set piece out of anything.
अब तो
Basically,
सेट
simple
पीस
as
से
that.
भी नहीं, हाँ, अब तो सेट पीस में भी नहीं मारा ये तो ओन गोल हो गया. खैर, आई मीन
You know what
कॉर्नर
they
से.
essentially are doing? वो हर सिनारियो को
हाँ.
सेट पीस बना देते हैं. Basically, as that. And
हम्म.
if you look, apparently ये एथलेटिक टीफो ने कुछ किया था. देख रहे थे आर्सेनल के अटैकिंग एरियाज क्या थे,
अच्छा.
रह चुके हैं. Their central areas are very low, the attacking zone.
ओ.
तो सेंट्रल से अटैक ही नहीं कर रहे वो, क्योंकि वो सेट पीस ही बन गए.
Gabriel Jesus is also out, क्या?
Jesus is most probably maybe out out for the season due to ACL.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah,
God.
they might lose Jesus, but they have Kai Havertz, Kai Havertz. Oh Roman, when you don't you know what what is that? There was a Kai Howard song
Right?
which Chelsea man used to sing.
60 million down the drain or something like
You
that.
see where no waka waka waka. Waka waka slide na 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 waka waka 60 million down the drain. Have us misses again. Nami nami na. Oh
Right.
yes,
Speaking of
it's so good.
chants, there
I'm
was
so
this
glad.
crazy chant going on in the Nottingham game.
Huh.
Nottingham fans were singing, "We're in your head, we're in your head, Arne, Arne, Arne."
I remember I was like, what are this? What are the lyrics? I was wondering the lyrics to zombie. What are the lyrics to this zombie chant they're using? Obviously the zombie, right? I'm like, oh, now I know the lyrics. It's amazing.
Arne Slot has lost only one game in the entire calendar year, and that was against Nottingham.
God damn.
फायरनूर में भी वो नहीं हारे थे और इसमें लिवरपूल में भी सिर्फ इससे नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट से।
Save Nottingham Forest at home. God damn. What a freaking manager, yeah. Boss guy, man. Boss guy. I would, s- I would quickly before we wrap up, chal yaar, before wrapping up, I want you to give me a prediction for Brentford Liverpool and for also Arsenal's game. And Arsenal, when I'm looking at their fixture list, are up against they have Aston Villa at home, as you said. Chelsea have Wolves at home, which I feel I don't know, man. They're in such a bad form. As I told you, I don't feel we'll win this also. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है. But anyway, we have Wolves at home. That's not going to be an easy game also.
वुल्व्स तो नहीं कर रही अच्छा अभी। आई थिंक अभी किससे हारी?
Wolves are not doing
वुल्व्स
well. No, Wolves are not
वुल्व्स
doing
लॉस्ट
well.
दैट लास्ट
Uh,
गेम या
they're not doing well. They lost to Newcastle.
या दे लॉस्ट टू
I think
न्यूकासल।
3-0. Yeah,
Newcastle is
they
on a
lost to.
crazy seven game run. They've won the
Yeah,
last seven games.
yeah. Newcastle are in crazy form, and
Crazy.
I think Newcastle are also in fourth now. They've overtaken Chelsea, and they're
They've
in fourth.
overtaken Chelsea. They were 14th or 12th in December.
They got a sleeping, man. They got a sleeping. Yeah, simple as that. Newcastle, driven by that amazing attacking force and that midfield combination of Tonali and Bruno G, Pailagu,
Gee, I mean
uh,
he's the
uh,
OG.
OG, the OG, Bruno G माने genius. उसने तो भाई they have set in well, man, and that's why now top four is a proper race, yaar. Shit, it's a proper race. Top four is very tight, actually very tight, and then I'm afraid we're getting dragged. We need to get back into form because we dropped so many points now. We dropped so
Yeah, I
many
mean
points.
the
We
thing
need to
with
win. We need to win against
thing with
Wolves.
you definitely now need to like win because it's the slump is continued for a way too long.
Way too long, yeah. Way too long. It's continuing for way too long. Newcastle have a tough game, though. They have Bournemouth at home. That'll be a very interesting game because Bournemouth is once again in good form this season.
Easy, they'll win. They'll win
You
easy.
think? Yeah, Newcastle at home are very tough to beat. At home, they're like, but I don't know,
It
man. It
would.
could be tomorrow one of those days where, because Bournemouth,
Yeah,
but
and I
then
mean
again, yeah,
against Chelsea also they had like two shots or three shots and they scored two.
yeah, man, we should have
एक तो
beat them.
penalty था
We
उसमें
should
से
have
yeah.
beaten them, यार. उनको बहुत आराम से हरा देना चाहिए था. I don't know why
Yeah, if
that.
Jackson had scored like one of those opportunities, easily 3-1, 2-1 type
Easy,
game
yeah,
खत्म हो
easy.
जाता.
3-1, 3-1 was something we should have won that game, man. Or, we didn't deserve. Bloody hell. Draw kiya us game ko, yaar. I was so pissed. I mean, yeah, you're right. I think Newcastle should win. Brentford,
I mean,
Liverpool, man.
Brentford Liverpool is 2-2.
You're going for a
The
draw.
writing's on the wall, yeah. The writing's on the wall.
The writings on the wall. I feel,
Hmm.
I feel it's gonna be a very tight Liverpool win. I think I'm going for 3-2. It's gonna be a crazy game. It's my prediction.
कितने
Against
बजे है
PSG,
ये
three
गेम?
two to Liverpool.
What time is it?
Sorry,
What time is it? The
it's
game?
tomorrow 8:30 p.m. IST.
Okay.
And Newcastle is the early
So it's not
kickoff.
an early kickoff, huh?
Newcastle Bournemouth is the early kickoff tomorrow, 6 p.m. IST, and 8:30 p.m. IST is Brentford Liverpool. Then late kickoff is Arsenal Aston Villa at
Arsenal.
11 p.m.
Arsenal's
and
gonna win this one. Easy 2-0.
against Aston Villa, yeah, Arsenal they'll win for sure. No doubt about it. I think Chelsea Wolves is on Monday night. We are playing the latest. I think we'll draw again. I think I'll say 1-1. 1-1 draw. Chelsea will
Chelsea
drop points.
Chelsea Wolves, easy 2-0, 3-0 win.
Yeah, inshallah, my brother. Inshallah. I would really wish for this win. आंखें तरस रही है एक विन के लिए अब slowly but uh, we have seen better days but seen worse days also, you know, sometimes good, sometimes shit.
Sometimes good, sometimes maybe shit.
But this was I'm looking forward to this. Yash brother, let's also, if we can, go for a live screening for City Chelsea, man. City Chelsea. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
go. You know, that'll be fun. You know, if Chelsea win, then you can taunt City fans, or if City win, then you can taunt me, who will be sitting right next to you, I guess.
I don't care
Win-win for
about
you.
either of these clubs. I mean, they're irrelevant this season.
Oh my goodness, you just roasted us and City at the same time. Brilliant. Brilliant, my guy.
But
I
yeah,
think
but the master against the student,
master against Pep versus Diet Pep, of course. Bring it on.
tired Pep. Wow, I've never heard this before.
Yes, he's called यार उसका nickname है भाई उसको Diet Pep कहते हैं. He's Diet Pep and uh, and and Ten Hag was Pep Zero. वो तो मैंने बनाया.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, this was interesting, but we are also
He's the he's the
कभी कभी
Pep
बीच
from
बीच में
Miso.
ऐसे छोटे छोटे भी लाइव स्ट्रीम्स कर दिया करेंगे, स्पेशली गेम के दौरान वगैरह, स्पेशली पोस्ट मैच रिएक्शंस के लिए हम कर सकते हैं. आई
Yeah,
थिंक
yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
for so whoever tuned in to watch, thank you so much, and we'll continue
But
with our video
now
stream format
it's
also.
time to go.
It's time. Hey, stay humble, eh?
Stay humble,
10-year
eh?
contract. Stay humble, you
Stay
clown.
humble.
You clown. 10-year contract. What do you say, you clown? 10-year contract? You know? Stay humble, eh? Stay
Stay
humble,
humble.
people. Stay humble, people. Keep tuned in. देखते रहिए चैनल हमारा, please, and subscribe, like, share with your friends. If you were here, thank you for tuning in. You know, smash that like button if you were here. That'll be great. And हम मिलते रहेंगे यश के साथ, and we'll keep bringing you more on football, politics, and more, as we call it, on Brown People's Talk Football. Take care, brother.
You too,
Ciao.
brother. Good night.
See you. Good night.